Since Season 4, Radio Elton John is now free with Silver. No logging required. Full episodes. But wait, here's why you might upgrade to Platinum. Ad-free for just $1.99. You get all episodes from Season 1 to the present, all available on Platinum, plus a loyalty gift after 2 years. Visit rej.world to get Silver and Platinum.
Welcome back. You're listening to Radio Elton John. I'm George Matlock. We have a very special guest and a very special announcement to make today. Andrei Miripolsky is going to be joining us in just a moment. You may remember we spoke to him last summer, and indeed he was our special guest in August of 2025. Well, he's back because, by popular demand, he's been doing a lot of things, and we're going to be finding out just how many he's able to tell us about today. There's a lot of processing going to be going on today. Andrei, welcome. It's great to have you on Radio Elton John again. How are you doing? How's your year begun?
Well, actually, I was going to say, quoting somebody, the bitch is back. Good to be back.
That's a
I
good
had
one.
to say that.
And alongside that, of course, Reg Strikes Back, which, of course, is the name of an album in 1988 of Elton's. Well, we're so delighted to have you on reg.world, and I know you've got some really important news you want to share with the fans, and there's so much of it. Elton John and David Furnish and the Elton John AIDS Foundation are very much involved in your latest news.
Yes, well, it began when I did your show last August. Last year, I was commissioned by a very big fan of rock and roll music, and especially Elton John, and that Central Park concert, and the piano outfit, which I originally did. And that was a story that doing that. The piano outfit was one out of 7 costumes that I designed for the Elton John World Tour, 1980 World Tour. But I believe he got that costume the night before that concert in Central Park, and the rest is history. Out of that, I looked at that one moment in Central Park with the original band, the set, everything about that show, and that costume to me really epitomized Elton John in the moment. And I think in the past, the present, and the future, I believe that piano key outfit is going to be living. So the woman that commissioned me to do that, who loved that costume, I painted this painting. She wanted a portrait of Elton in Central Park in the costume. I've done a lot of portraits, but I've never done a portrait without actually the person's face, because the portrait of Elton in Central Park, I used the back of the costume, which was this electric lightning keyboard, which was to express the power of music. And that whole costume, I felt, was like a musician's warrior costume. Yeah. And anyway, so I did this costume, and my business partner, this painting of this 8-foot by 10-foot painting of Elton in Central Park, and trying, without the face, trying to create the ambiance, trying to create some kind of the feeling, the sense of this huge rock and roll concert with 500,000 people. And I mean, how do you do that in a painting? So I came up with the best in a flash, kind of. I came up with the best idea I could, which was I create a very heavy texture on the surface of the canvas to create movement, music, the exuberance, the excitement, and I think it did work, and I do believe that this painting is one of my favorite pieces now, and I do feel that the painting itself is equal to the costume, so that in a way, in my mind, lightning has struck twice in the same place, having to do with Elton John and Central Park. We made prints out of the painting, and we put that on the internet through various Elton John fan clubs and podcasts. And through that, I the pleasure and fortune of meeting Ray Williams, and he loved that painting. He had the idea to bring it to the Elton John AIDS Foundation, and to see if we could contribute it to the upcoming art auction incorporated with the with Elton's Academy Award viewing party. That I think this year is like the 35th year, 34th or 35th year, I think. I am so happy that it does happen to be my story, and it is a real story. It's about this 46-year arc, because now it's going to be 46 years. The first place I finished this painting last year in March, and this year in March, 1 year later, it's going to be getting its first world exposure. And I really honestly could not think how this worked out. I can't think of a better platform for this painting to be shown at the first time. It's just perfect. So I love this story. No matter what, this is happening.
Yeah.
And David Furnish and Elton, they're thrilled to have this painting in the show. And I couldn't be happier with even though it's 46 years. It's like, like an instant. Time is a strange animal.
I know. You want more from Radio Elton John. You were listening on Reg Shorts. The full episode is probably from season 1, 2, or 3. You can get it plus all episodes with a Platinum Experience subscription from rej.world. Since season 4, you can hear full episodes totally free on Silver Experience only at rej.world.